When I first started doing this kind of stuff for myself, I had a hard time getting online. So I'm going to show you. I've been doing this for quite a while. This is my first video that I did, and it was 11 years ago. That was when Facebook was first available for public. And I was working on a series that I never finished. But I did this with my digital camera, and let you watch that for a second. And it was really crude, really crude animation program that I found online for free. And then I just spoke about the piece. I need to be real quiet because my audio's horrible. All right. So I'll turn that off. Anyway, so I mean, it's okay. I was able to use some of my Photoshop and some other things. Let's see. Where's my other videos? Let's see. And then I had an opportunity to join a group called Live Your Message, and we did some videos online on Facebook. This was about 5 years ago. And I tell you, going live or going on, just doing a video for Facebook was horrid. Let's see if I can find my videos. More videos. Where's the videos? There it is, second one. And so, my very first one, you can't see my, yeah, oh, there we go. Now you can see my thing. So, let me get it in here so you can see it. Okay, this was my very first one. I think I sat in front of the camera knowing I could edit it for like 3-4 hours before I hit go. I had a lot of fear in that. And then you post it, then you were supposed to post your video online. This was before they had Facebook Live. And then, you can see kind of my fear in this one here. As I went along, I got a little bit more comfortable. And then this one here was my very first Facebook Live. So it was called Fear is the Creative Mind Killer. Let's see if I can get it.
Fear. It's the mind killer. I want to talk a little bit today
about being fearful. So, see, I started that today too, didn't I?
Fear is really a very powerful emotion. And
A lot of times we find ourselves directed, and see, audio was terrible in that too. So anyway, we don't have to worry about all the stuff that we put out, especially the early on, because most people probably won't see it. And this is a perfect time to practice. And it looks like I've got a couple people on. Say hi so I can see you in the chat. And here's another example. This is more current. This is funny. The National Cowboy Museum found themselves where the only people that were at the Cowboy Museum were the security guards. So they asked the head of security to go ahead and post some stuff on Twitter so that people could see what was going on. The guy had never done it before, and it's pretty funny. So he's taking some pictures and he's posting it on them, and then he mentions that Lucas's grandson told him he needed to use hashtags, and so he says he types in Twitter tips please, And he thought he was Googling it. This makes a great story. And so he puts it, these are his boots. Hashtag, he typed it out, John Wayne. Okay, so he's like, well, he's not quite getting it yet. And he's still putting stuff out. And he's asking for help from Lucas, his grandson. And then he goes on and he just keeps posting. And then he actually finally figures out that he needs to put the number sign in front, and he still types out the word hashtag. Okay, so this is endearing. This is authentic, and this is actually really awesome. So finally, he starts doing the hashtag the cowboy. And he's been doing that because he went viral with the very first of these, and that's how I found him. And so he's starting to get it. And then somebody mentioned to him that maybe he needed to post a TikTok. So he posted a clock. And so he's, this is authentic. This is real. It's living with your mistakes and living with who you are and what you're capable of doing. And as he goes along, he's learning more and more and making a real good campaign, even through this craziness. So I think that that's pretty awesome. And then I also want to talk about my dear friend Jennifer. She's just getting started with her online business. She resisted it quite a bit. But I don't know how much power I had in this, but she started her Maker of Good Things. And this is her Bartlett Design Group. She is a graphic designer and an artist. And so she's been having some success lately with these note cards. So she's designed them for her fellow friends who also love schnauzers. And she had lost her schnauzer recently, so it's been on her mind a lot. And she was able to get people to purchase her designs with her schnauzer theme. And let's get over here and let's go ahead and go to her Maker of Good Things website. So she's got Maker of Good Things as a website where she sells a bunch of different things. But here's one of her cards, another schnauzer card. And loves blooms whenever a schnauzer is near. So she's got a catalog here. So she also discovered that she had some French Bulldog friends. I think that's French Bulldog. I don't know. If Jennifer's on here, maybe she'll say hey. And then happiness is butterflies and Boston. Oh, it's Boston Terriers. Gee, Michelle, if you just read. Okay. And so I know for a fact that she's sold several sets of these in just the last few days. She's found a niche. Okay, and these could also be turned into fine art prints. And some of the other things that she's tried. So this hasn't been just the first thing out of the gate. She did, around Christmas and Valentine's Day, she did some, let's see if that'll zoom out. Well, I'll get it up here. She did some, there we go. Some sweethearts, some customized family portraits that were illustrated. Let's see. And then around Christmas time, let me see if I can find it. Yep, Gnome for the holidays. She made some t-shirts that were available. And she participates over here on Instagram. And that is more of her, handwork. This is, can I get it up? Oh, it's not going to show you the whole thing. I got to zoom this back up. There you go. Now you can see it. This is a digital piece that she did on her Procreate and iPad. That was pretty awesome. And looky here. She had, I'd love this. How much for this painting? Now, the one thing I want you to do is be brave and ask for the sale. Let's see. Yep, there we go. So she was just starting her Fine Art Studio Online site and was adding that to the website and as her Artisan Prairie. And she did mention that it was going to be on sale on her site. And, that's not salesy feeling. That's just kind of, hey, this is the information I got. And she's already got requests for pricing on her sales. That's pretty awesome. Here's another one of her pieces on a canvas. And look at that, ready to be shipped. And so, let's see. Oh, I don't have her website up. Let's pull that up. There we go. There's her. So she offers landscapes and giclée prints. Of course, she gets those giclée prints at Art Print Express. Be pretty disappointed if my Artner decided to go somewhere else. But these are her pastels, or real pastels, not just on her iPad. And then she's got some digital stuff. This is just the beginning for her. I can see great things. So, my point being is that she doesn't get all salesy. She just says, send some cheer this spring for the Schnauzer lovers in your life. And she's offering free shipping. That's pretty straightforward. So, you don't have to be a car salesman. The other thing is that she's also talking to people that have the same interests. She's part of a Schnauzer forum. And so she decided to make up some cards and share them with some of her friends who are also friends on the Schnauzer forum, although she didn't put it on the Schnauzer forum. But she looked at all of the people that she had similarities with and was able to cater to that particular group of people. Sometimes the market tells us what we have to do, and then we can alter or adjust our market. We can adjust what the market is saying and make our work, our own personal work, fit in to what is going on. And the most important thing is to be authentic and to find that audience that resonates with you and the things that you love to do. And so it's all really about mindset. You've got to make up your mind that what you are willing to do, and just like any entrepreneur out there, to do anything you can possibly do to grow your leads. Grow, in other words, find your patrons, people who are willing to take some money out of their pocket and give it to you for their artwork. It's really that simple, but it's also very hard to find that group of people. And you'll do that if you'll think out of the box and be flexible with some ideas of what you want to do. So let's see. I guess the big thing is there's this rule called the 80-20 rule. And that means you want to start your business, whatever you're doing. Let's see here. I was going to put myself back on. What you want to do, because I want to be full face here. What you want to do is start. You want to start the 80-20 rule. You want to start when you are only 20%, feel like you're only 20% ready. The rest will follow. If you start listening to the market, what the market has available, what people are buying, you'll hit onto something that you love to do, and the market will do for you. So let's see. And everything on this is learnable. There isn't anything that if you're creating your artwork and you're able to ask for the sale without feeling icky about it, and you don't have to feel icky. The other thing is if you'll notice on Jennifer's stuff, she doesn't just talk about, let's see, is this it? This is Bartlett Design Group. Yep, she's putting all of her products on there, but she also talks about her schnauzer. So, and this is fairly new. There you go. There's some graphic design work that she's done. There's her Christmas card. So it's about creating relationships. Just think of them. I mean, they're your Facebook friends. They're your Instagram followers. So it's all about, the mindset is about growing your friends, your patrons, the people who will support you as an artist. And it's personable. Don't try to automate all your stuff. Everything's just beginning online. If you're just beginning online, I've been online for a long time. Art is personal. People buy it for personal reasons. As artists, we need to be personable and friendly. I'm not saying you're not friendly, but you need to be authentic. That's the word I'm looking for. And there isn't one solitary path to go on. Every artist is going to find their own niche that they love. Every artist is going to have a different path to get there. It's because of our individual abilities to do things and willing to get out there and do it. But if you do all these things, you do posts and you talk about all this stuff and never ask for the sale, never tell people that your stuff is available for sale. With galleries closed, with stores closed, that you may have some of your artwork in, we only have online right now. So that's important to consider. And then once everything opens back up, you don't want to stop there either. This is your time. Right now is your time to grow your online business. If you don't have a website, I would tell you to consider going to Fine Art Studio Online, which is faso.com. If you're on a really tight budget, but if you really want to go all in and you want to give an experience to your customer and make sure you can give them make sure you can make prints available and everything quite easily, make your life easier, I would recommend art storefronts. And then the most important, one of the things you have to have is a PayPal account. You have to set that up before you even talk about sales. That's easy to do so that you can receive the money. And one of the things with Art Print Express, it's a great opportunity for artists because they can actually make their pieces available for sale as prints before the print exists. And I'm still at the shop on a regular basis. Right now I'm at home as much as I can be to eliminate or to lower my exposure rate. But if I get online sales, I will go in and I will print them and I will mail them out. My postman knows that even though the door says closed, because I don't want to expose anybody. Not that I'm got coronavirus or anything. I don't want to be exposed, so I can stay healthy, so I can make prints for you. And so you can sell the print before it exists, order it online, and I will even ship it to whoever you desire to ship it to. So it's like completely hands off for you once you make the sale. And it's your art. And if you have questions about how to photograph your artwork, since I'm closed, because that's what I do too, I can I have a video on my YouTube channel, Art Print Express.com, because some orchestra, or I don't know what they do, but they took the Art Print Express. ArtPrintExpress.com. You can go on there, and I have how to photograph your artwork with a cell phone. And there are some really important tidbits in there, which is go get yourself some daylight bulbs to photograph and to work under. And be brave and explore the possibilities of showing people what your process is. Doing short little videos, long videos, if you want to teach them how to do stuff. To teach your process. The more you put out there, the more people are going to see what you're doing. And of course, you always want to ask for the share. So, let's see if I can get that turned off. There we go. Just like this. So I want to ask you all to like, share, and subscribe. And the big part there is to share this video with anybody you think might enjoy it and might like the information. And I tell you what, I'll keep coming on through this coronavirus lockdown. I wonder if I just made it so that YouTube was going to demonetize this video. I don't care if I get demonetized. I just don't want it to get pulled down. The stay-at-home mandate. I think I just screwed up. I'm here. I'll be here. If people would chat with me, I could answer questions or ask questions below if you're watching this later. So just be brave and enchant people with your artwork, because the world needs your artwork. With everything that's going on, and all we hear about is the beer bug all the time, it's depressing. People need your artwork. They need to see that people are being creative and using this time to expand their message to the world, because that's what you're doing. You create art, and you shouldn't be creating it in a vacuum. I'm telling you, the dust bunnies aren't going to appreciate it. Human beings are going to appreciate it. And we need to flood Facebook, Instagram, all these places with our art, because the world needs our art, needs your art. And I'm here to make it easier on you to actually profit from your art. So that's the reason why I'm doing these. And I will get on tomorrow, and I'll talk about some other things that we need to do as artists. And I'm interested in seeing your feedback. Okay, I'm going to log off now. And you all have a great day and enjoy this opportunity to be creative and to expand your friends and your family. They're good for moral support, but we can't expect them to support us financially in our endeavors. Go out there and find those people who resonate with your work. This is the time to do it. I think that's everything. Yes, that's everything on my list. Okay, we'll catch you. I think I'll come back on tomorrow. This is my first time doing something like this for Art Burn Express, so we'll catch you then.